So Miss Barbara's going to show me how to do it when I'm at home, making a scrunchie.
So fold lengthwise together.
Right sides together.
Right sides together. Good job. See, I'm teaching you something. Pin a couple pins, just maybe 3, 1 on each end. And maybe 1 in the middle. And then you're going to mark 3 inches from each end and mark it. You can mark it with a pin if you want. If you don't have a something to write in. So mark it 3 inches this end. Mark 3 inches on this end. Oops, 3 inches, not 2. We'll put a pin here. And then you're going to sew from pin. Okay, starting and then back stitch because you don't want it to fall apart. So back stitch.
Well, basically, it's a little light, but it's fine. It'll work.
Well, so you're just going to sew a seam all the way down to the last pin that you marked at the 3-inch mark.
And don't run over your pin.
Don't run over my pin. So I want to get kind of close so we know to stop right about there. And I'm going to backspace.
And
or not backspace, backstitch. And then
your pin marks where you're going, correct?
you can either mark it with a pen or you can put with a pin.
Could you use a pencil?
Or you could pencil it in, yes.
Okay.
Cut your threads.
Yeah, I don't like my threads.
And then the hardest part is to turn it inside out now.
That's not. Well, it's the most time consuming.
It is. Not for me though.
We could pause it and then resume.
I don't know how to tie videos together, so.
You don't need to. You just send one video and then send the other one, but it's fine.
It's all right. See how long this takes me. Shouldn't take me as long as you because I know what I'm doing.
Well, while she's doing that, well, basically we know we just gotta pull it out.
Show her the one we just finished.
Oh yes, this is the one that we finished. Sorry, that's a slow. So basically, we got to, and Miss Barbara, you know what? I'm actually happy that I'm going to be able to video her because this took, it took like 5 minutes, huh? 10?
Long, didn't take very, maybe 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah. The hardest part was probably doing the stitches around it.
And this is the most time, well that and stitching the edge, yeah. That takes time.
This is the most time consuming. This is probably the most difficult part going around it.
That's a good explanation. You can do it. It's just a little harder.
You can
do it. You have to keep on track, and you have to go slow.
So far, it took 1 minute for Miss Barbara to get that done.
Oh, no. I can always... Do you get YouTube at home?
Yeah, we have YouTube.
Okay, because I have a YouTube channel.
You do?
Yeah, so we can... If it's too long to email to your mom, I can put it on my YouTube.
But I don't have a TV in my room.
Oh.
Mom, you hear that? That's why I need a TV in my room.
Oh, no, because you can watch YouTube on the phone.
Look, this is how much Miss Barbara's giving me. A lot. And I'm going to make something for Marky. But don't tell him.
Still turning inside out, sorry.
It's only 2 minutes. That's okay.
That's all. So once you get it all turned inside out, then you're going to put the right sides, kind of lay it out like this. So it's all, the same way.
And so this is basically showing, this is the part, and that's the part you're
going to... And we're going to pin these together,
so
right sides together.
Right sides together. We'll show you when it's done.
And pin.
And pin. So that's how it's going to, well, we'll show you.
But making sure your edges line up. Make sure
edges have to line up so it's kind of like like the colorful side and the other colorful side. Make sure it's together. I know that's me talking, and I'm going to be the one doing it when I'm at my house, but just
okay.
So.
And then we're going to
show them what it's going to look like. Okay. So it's going to be like that.
And the hardest part is to keep it from folding into itself. So you want to sew from this edge. And be careful with the pins. So take the pin out. Backspace. You always want to backspace on these seams. And then sew.
So backspace is kind of like a tip.
Yeah, back stitch, or whatever. I keep calling backspace, but back stitch. That keeps it from unraveling. Like if we're going to put some stress on it when we pull the elastic through. So that's why you want to backstitch, because that, say, the seams won't come out that way. Are you recording all this? Okay. All right.
So this is also how much it's going to take Miss Barbara.
So this is what you have now. You've got
So
the
basically,
scrunchie minus the elastic.
you can tell the difference. Right now, she's going to do this elastic.
Yep. Give me this elastic, please.
Elastic. Here we go. Elastic.
So we put
So you put a big one together.
big one on one end. And since my hands are big, I find this hard to do.
Don't worry, I'll help you.
Okay. And pin it.
And I have tiny hands, so when
And
I'm at
then
my house,
a little one on this end. But before I close it,
you want to make sure you put it on
the
the fabric.
Right. So on just
So basically, the
watch
small
what I'm
one
doing.
is
Can you see what I'm doing?
The
Okay, I'm
small
gonna pin
one goes
in the middle.
In the middle of the seam that you just did.
Well, not the seam, but yeah.
So that's how it goes.
Okay, and then we're gonna take the big pin.
And then we're gonna put it
and we're
in.
gonna feed it through. She knows how to do this really
Yeah,
well.
that one was probably the fun part. So and then you pull the bottom part. I think I know how to do that more than Miss Barbara.
Push the pin, pull the bottom. Push the pin up, hold the tip.
And you can push the pin a lot on this one because it's a big pin, probably like
Very big pin.
that big.
Okay,
Probably.
so now I got both edges showing. So I'm going to undo this pin.
Okay.
But don't lose the elastic.
Yes, if I lose the elastic, I gotta basically
Do it
start
all
over.
again. So just take the fabric out, pull them together tight, like this.
And then you tie a knot.
Right. So
Because we were going to sew it on, which that would take a really hard time. So we just knot it. Oh, and now I got a good place in case next time you sew, I can go like that.
All right, so here's how we knot it, remember?
Okay, so you knot it.
Give yourself some good space to knot it. So you got to do it once like this, and then do it again.
And then it should hold tight.
It should pretty tight. It's worked on your other one so far,
Yep,
right?
it worked on this one. Nice.
Hey, you're not watching, not videotaping. Okay, so tie it, knot. Make sure it's tight. You can do that. It's okay to have little strings hanging there.
We're probably going
And
to
here's the hardest part that I know she doesn't like.
It's sewing around.
Well, first we got to pin it, remember? Because it wants to fold in on itself, so we got to be careful. You got to watch. You need to really watch this. You got to fold in the seam because we're going to sew along the edge. You're going to fold in.
That's my hardest part.
Here, and like every inch or so, pin, like fold it in, fold both, make sure both sides are folded. So that's folded, that's folded. Line them up, put a pin in it. Line up the next, kind of scrunch it out of the way. Do a little seam on both sides, like that. And if you can't grab it, lick your fingers. We know that works.
That does work.
Gives you a little grip.
So far, it's been 8 minutes with Miss Barbara doing it.
Okay.
She's going to just have to tie me after. See if I can tie her.
We're almost done. It's
probably going to take about 10, 15.
okay,
Like Miss Barbara said. Or I said, I can't remember.
Okay, so just keep doing that till you get all the way to the hole. It's done. This is tough because it wants to fold in on itself. So you got to keep moving it out of the way.
And no, that is not... Oh, wait. Would it be... No, never mind. That would be bad. If you put, like, stuffing in it. That would be horrible.
No, that wouldn't look good. Okay. So
It'd be like kind of like a pillow.
So now we're gonna top stitch, what they call top stitching.
Okay,
all the
let's
way
show them
around.
what the pins look like. Okay, perfect. Like that.
Okay, so I got lots of pins because I don't want to. You want to make sure the seams, there's nothing showing because you're gonna. This is how it's gonna seal it all together. So we got to make sure that the fold. See, the fold is on the edge. See the seam is on the edge. Can you see that?
Let's show them. Yep.
Right there. So we're gonna start a little bit before the pins start. And we only want a small, like 1/8 of an inch seam. And you're going to back stitch a little bit. Can you see that? And then go straighten it out. Make sure your seams you got the seams together. Go about 1 inch. Stop. Take a pin out. Pull it apart. So it's kind of pull it, give it some push here and make sure the seam's there. Line it up. Now see mine's not lined up really well here. Let me get a pin here. See how this is on top of this? I can't blame you. I did that. Okay, do that. Just kind of line it up because you want to sew both of these together. Otherwise, your scrunchie's going to have a big hole in it.
And if there's a big hole in it,
then it's not going to be a
people won't wanna
scrunchie.
buy
Well,
it.
the elastic will come right out. So then, okay, take the pen.
Yeah, the elastic would just
pop right out. So straight, make sure the seams are lined up. There's no, okay.
And don't run over your pins.
Don't run over pins.
Because then what will happen?
One thing I taught her and she remembers.
That's the biggest thing.
Because she knows I make her pay for the repairs.
And the repairs like 1,000?
Well, I don't know. Depends on how much damage you do. If you break the main motor oil, the motor, it's going to be a lot more money. Okay? You just have to do that. Now, here's where it's already folded and it's not, we're not sewing the seam together. We got the seam together here. But lick your fingers and kind of squeeze it like this and till the seam shows.
Okay.
So the seam is on the edge, right?
Yes.
Do about an inch. Stop. Pull out. Go about an inch. Make sure your seams as close to the edge as you can. You don't want to go too far because otherwise you don't have the room to manipulate and straighten it all out. So you just need to go about an inch at a time. Straighten out. Make sure the seam is on the edge like that. You don't want to see my ugly knuckles. And then just keep doing it till you get to the where you started.
So far it's taken 11 minutes and she's almost there.
I'm almost done. Pretty soon she'll be doing them in a lot less time than I am. Look how fast you make pillows now.
I know, bro. Pillows are my favorite thing now. Other than scrunchies and other stuff. 12 minutes.
Okay.
It's gonna probably.
So get to the end where you stitched before,
you see the stitches?
and then you're gonna back stitch a little bit. Always want to back stitch when you start and stop. Okay, and then I'm gonna done.
And then okay.
Trim my threads.
Of course.
Because we don't know, Trinity doesn't like threads. So make it neat and clean on both sides. And you have a scrunchie.
Okay, let's see. That
And
looks
there's 2 scrunchies.
one for mom and one for auntie. Okay, that's the video. Thank you, Barbara. Okay, thank you.